You're watching Chamber Zone, your business community at work. Representing the Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce, your host, Joel Brown.
Hello and welcome to Chamber Zone, your business community at work. I'm your host, Joel Brown, for the Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce. And with me today is Irene Hansen, the Executive Director of the Duchesne County Chamber of Commerce. Irene, welcome. Welcome to the program.
Welcome. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Good.
Doing really good.
Good.
It's good to see you. How are things going over in Duchesne County this time of year?
You know, everything is going great. We are, of course, finished up a fantastic summer with centennial activities, still waiting for our event center to open. We've got, of course, that's going to be probably in November. But there's a lot of exciting things going on this fall. But I think, if I remember right, when we ended last time, we talked about maybe we ought to highlight a couple of chamber members. And I know both of us are seeing new businesses. So let's talk about some of our chamber members and brag a little bit.
Yeah, well, we've got a local dentist that just opened up here in Vernal, just east of the high school and north of Dr. Jolly's office, Dr. Abrams. He's a gentleman that's been in practice out in the Wasatch Front for the last 14 years, and Dr. Abrams brought him and his family out, and they're opening up a dental office here, and so that's really cool to have another dentist here in town.
You know what's interesting, Joel, with I've become a huge fan of getting to know dentists, doctors, chiropractors, eye doctors, and others, because you know what, there is no more basic form of entrepreneurship. They build teams. For every person with a doctorate in your community, they claim, statistics say that just that brain power, just the contribution they make to the community, and that's in addition to their practice, is over $1 million in their lifetime, just by having that kind of professional in your community. And dentists and doctors, we are lucky to have those services here.
Absolutely. It makes it a great place to be, and the opportunity is great there. We've also got we've revamped our Trails Committee here in Vernal, and so we're putting together a committee that's been around for years, but we're revamping it to create trails and little different paths, walkways, hiking, biking, to create that healthy environment for the community. So it's exciting opportunity here in Vernal at this time.
Wow, and the thing with that, everybody's looking for walkable communities. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of professional, who is being recruited to our community. They want to know, can we get around on bicycles? Can we walk? Can we get to where we want to go? Can we get to shopping? And that brings to mind for me a shout out to our Uintah Basin Transportation District. Absolutely. That has all those wonderful buses. In fact, I followed one over today from Roosevelt, and I thought, and you know what, there were several on there. And from senior citizens, I am just so proud of the services that they provide and how nice it is. And I know you get calls, so do I, someone saying, I need to go to Vernal for this, or I need to go to Duchesne to the county offices, and how nice it is that we have that available to us. Yeah,
it's just a great opportunity, great place to be, and it's like, you look at communities like Park City and Moab who have tons of trails, and we're going to fall right in their footsteps.
Wow.
And help out, with the trails and the biking, and make it a great, healthy place and environment to live. So what's going on in Duchesne County?
Well, again, we do have a couple of new businesses that are opening there in Ballard. We're very excited about that. In addition to that, we have a new chamber member that I don't believe he's a doctor, but who does new hearing aids. And he opened up, partnered with one of our dentists that isn't there full time.
Oh, great.
And he's doing hearing aids. How nice, again, to have that service locally. Don't have to go to Salt Lake, don't have to go out of the area, able to be there for follow-ups and everything that you might need.
What a great opportunity. And he's right there.
He is right there in Roosevelt, comes out one day a week.
Well, that's great. That's great to know. Really good.
So, Joel, I have to ask you this. When is the conference center opening? Let's give out that date. Do we know?
Well, there's been a soft opening for the conference center. We've had an opportunity to have a couple of little conferences there. The certificate of occupancy has been issued.
Wow.
And so September 10th is the big day for the Energy Summit. We're going to have the governor out, Governor Herbert. We're going to have our county commissioners here. We're going to have the mayor here. It's going to be a huge event. And it's going to be an awesome opportunity to see firsthand the great, great job that Layton Construction did on the conference center.
Because it's the buzz around town. Everybody wants to
Absolutely.
know when is the big first event at the conference center in Vernal. So what's that date again, September 10th?
September 10th from 7 until 4 on September 10th. We'll be discussing more chamber news after this short message. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Almost 45% of the oil produced in Utah, 7.8 million barrels, comes from Duchesne County. That oil feeds our state economy, provides job growth, and supports local business. Here in Duchesne County, we're working to make Utah an economic, cultural, and technological leader. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Duchesne County will welcome you with open arms and invite you to explore all the beauty of the Uintah Mountains. Duchesne County, close enough for business, far enough to get away.
Welcome back to the Chamber Zone, your business community at work. Before the break, Irene and I were talking about the Chamber and how the new conference center is going to affect Uintah County. And Irene, we were just talking about that. What other events do we have going on in the community?
Well, you know, fall, I think I say this at every time we do a show, that this is the most exciting time of the year, but truly fall is very, very special because it is getting closer to the holidays. The kids are back in school, people are staying in the community, so shopping and all those kinds of things, people just, you know, they enjoy that more. But one of the big things we have coming up on Saturday, September 12th, is the Fun Family Day at Starvation. It is done in conjunction with the Walleye Classic, which is a 20-year fishing tournament that's taken place at Starvation. We started seeing so many families come that we thought, you know what, we need to do something for families. So we took the Saturday, which is the September 12th, and we do an entire day of activities for kids, including a fishing derby for kids, all kinds of games, prizes, face painting. We're going to have remote control boats out on the lake for the kids to kind of decide which boat they think will do best. But it's just great fun for families, and DDI Advantage is one of our partners with that. We also have great local partners, but that is a big fun family day, and that's kind of the kickoff to fall for us. And you guys have got you guys are already planning holidays, isn't that true?
We are. Holidays is coming up. I mean, it's right around the corner for us later on in the fall. In fact, holidays is the day right after Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And so it's a Black Friday. After you get done with your shopping, you can come downtown on Main Street and just in Vernal Avenue. Check out that we have camel rides, and we'll have fires going and vendors there. And it's a free event, Irene, just like the fishing, the family fishing day.
Wow. And
take advantage of that opportunity to come down and be part of the community. There'll be raffling off turkeys and different things from the chamber. So it'll be a fun-filled event for the holiday to kick off the fall.
You know, I think the holidays are a special time in the basin because, you know, first of all, we're always grateful for what we have here. But it's also a time that we get some of our family members that don't live here to come home.
Absolutely.
And whether it's at Thanksgiving, and that's why it's great to have holidays. You know, one of the events we have, and it's actually the second weekend in November this year, is our Holly Fair. And we fill up 4 or 5 locations with booths there in Roosevelt. And it's another one of those things. I love events where people come home.
Absolutely.
They want to come back to the basin. They have memories as a child, and so many of our events, that's what they're kind of driven by: our memories, family, friends, and renewing those all those relationships. And that's kind of what makes our communities tick: is these friendships and business to business. And that's what Chamber's all about: businesses working with business, networking. And now you guys have several committees. What are some of those committees that you guys have put together that just kind of keep members interacting all the time?
Well, we have the Holidays Committee, which basically is an event. We started meeting last week. Glade and Dale Allred are in charge of that as the directors, and they're the ones putting together the Holidays event. We also have an Education Committee to help in conjunction with the Uintah Basin Utah State University, and we have a Education Summit coming up here in the spring.
Wow.
So we have a lot of different committees that help engage the community and keep that community spirit alive, which is very, just awesome. It's just a great opportunity here.
One thing that we talked about today, and by the time this airs, it will be too late. But you know what? We have ambassadors in our community, and earlier we talked about Miss Uintah County. We have a wonderful Miss Duchesne County, and you know how exciting it is to get them to be part of the community, for them to talk about their platforms, engage in the communities. Again, we just have an amazing place to live, Joel.
We do. It's spectacular. We have a chamber luncheon that's coming up that Miss Uintah County's coming. Miss Slaw, wonderful young lady. She's going to talk about her platform with self-esteem, and she's going to sing, and she's going to talk also about Miss Utah, her going to Miss Utah, and they're doing a fundraiser for that. Basically, people are going to donate shoes and have that opportunity to donate shoes for the African people.
Wow.
And so it's a really neat opportunity that Miss Uintah County has, Miss Duchesne County has in providing that service for other people, including our community and the other countries.
And again, it's those events in our community, and so we really do, I know you do, we invite all of our communities. Get involved in community events. I often tell people when they move to town, what goes on here? I'm not sure whether I really wanted to move to a rural area or not. What I tell them, you owe it to yourself. You've got to get involved in the community and attend community events, and then you'll be hooked.
Absolutely. In fact, I was just talking with our president of our chamber, Ben.
And who is your president this year?
Ben Clough, who's the president and CEO of the hospital, but he's also the president of our chamber.
Wow.
And he had referred one of a potential physician that was going to move to the area, and he said, Ben, can you send me some information on the area?
Wow.
And he said, yeah, let me go to this website, cometovernal.com. It's a VTV presented this website, built the website, and it's an interactive site that helps people see what it's about, the education, the family values, the outdoor activities, the recreational events that we have right here, right in our backyard.
Wow.
Not to mention the beautiful scenery and the beautiful people that we have here. And so this physician called Ben back and said, man, you really sold me on that. That was a phenomenal video.
Wow.
So cometovernal.com is a great video, interactive, and it shows what the Uintah Basin's really about.
Because you know what? It's really hard for anybody to understand what we have unless they live here. And we haven't even talked about the schools that just recently went back into session. and what comes up from that, but great leaderships, events, sports, activities, you name it. We've got it all.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a phenomenal place to live. Love the community, love the people. We've got all these recreational activities right in our backyard. And so it's a great experience to live here in the Uintah Basin.
It is. And we don't want to be the best kept secret. We do want people to join our community, and we want those that are living here to be successful.
Absolutely. That's really what it's about, to make people create those memories and have that success.
That's right.
That's it for today's show. I'm Joel Brown. Be sure to stop in to your local Chamber of Commerce to learn more about your small business community, and we'll see you next time.